Yo, what's up, Pat Jordan?
What's going on, Alexi Morrissey? How are you today?
You know what? I had just a chill day. I tried to stay in my feelings and connect to my precious people and just listen to them and tell them my truth. And I feel like the veil of Maya has been lifted and I can see the scaffolding and it's made out of bones and blood. How are you, my brother?
I I I'm okay, I guess. I mean, I didn't have that much of a deep thought about today, but I'm really glad that you did. We're here. This is Alone Together streaming, Alone Together Pittsburgh. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, we got off to a little bit of a late start. We are still in our infancy of the show. I believe this is our fourth full show. Is that correct? Is that quattro?
Quattro.
No, you were gonna
Quattro.
Quattro, the old quattro.
Jinx for Coke, my friend.
Sounds good. So anyway, if you're just joining us for the first time, it's gone through several incarnations. Last week, we launched it. The weekend before last, this was supposed to be at a sound stage, live bands, lots of camera angles, fancy set, no audience. And then, the world changed quickly. We realized what it was. We decided to go, everyone's remote. So Alone Together we're all by ourselves. We're all in our houses. We're all sheltering in place.
Yes.
But we're here right now. So we're all living through this together. You're seeing this on Facebook. We're also on YouTube. As the show progresses, we're like everybody else. We're trying to collect some funds for the artists that come on this show, because most of them have the artists that are performing, especially, have been put out of work, as for everybody else. So we have everything from GoFundMe to Venmo to PayPal, to hey, how you doing kind of stuff. You can see it all on the website. It's togetherpgh.com. So now I got all that stuff out of the way. Yeah, it's an interesting time. We're figuring out the kinks here with the software that we're using. I mean, as you may have noticed, everybody's kind of trying to figure out what to do and how to stream on this. So you might see us popping in and out. Bear with us, right? We got this all figured out. Lex, one thing I want to say before we get started and bring out our guests.
Yeah.
We have a great show tonight.
Oh, man.
It's a stacked lineup. But I was thinking about this the other day. You're living in this stressed kind of environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like driving constantly at 110 miles an hour.
Like you're talking about me, right? Personally,
No,
me?
I'm talking about everybody.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Because I am stressed and I'm driving 100 miles an hour in my brain, Pat Jordan.
But that was you 6 years ago. I mean, that's this. Imagine you now.
60.
You know what I mean? Now it's so everybody's so fired up, right? And it's like driving a car at 110 miles an hour. If you've ever been driving 100 miles an hour and you look at another car that's driving 100 miles an hour, you're looking at somebody in the car and you're like, this isn't right? I think that's the sense of road rage, right? You're not supposed to be moving fast. You're not supposed to be doing these things. So I feel like everyone's kind of finding normalcy in this, and it's not. Right now, I'm trying to avoid the news as much as possible. I'm still following.
That's hard for me, man.
It's there. So I've got a lot of Disney movies. I've got a small child at home, so it's lots of Disney movies. But this one thing happened to me the other day. I started texting. I have my cousin and a friend of mine. We have like a text thread that we basically talk nothing but sports.
Right.
So that has frozen for weeks now. It hasn't happened. But for some reason yesterday, it got hot, and for about 20 minutes we went back and forth, just talking about like nonsense sports. Steelers, who's going to be the backup quarterback? like it was absolute nonsense. But when it was done, I had this sense of normalcy. Just like it was like this refreshing. It was like a cold shower.
It's an oasis.
It was an oasis.
Yeah, bro.
So if anybody else out there, you can hit us up on the feed here. You can comment, chime in if you've had a moment like that. You want to share it with us. We'll talk about it on the air here.
If we are your oasis, A,
I apologize.
You're bumming. B, we're gonna do better.
Right. But we've got a stacked lineup tonight. We're trying some new segments, so I want to get right to it. But
let's do it.
Stick around tonight. I mean, just to go through the lineup for you tonight. We've got starting off. We're gonna have Jake Goodman for the Opportunity Fund. We're gonna have Adam Soorma. We're gonna have Andrew Swackhammer is gonna blow your mind with a performance.
Swackhammer.
Chef Jessica Lewis from Spirits and Tales is gonna talk to us. Jennifer Jamina. There's a lot of fun stuff, and some surprises are going to pop in for you.
Nice.
And Alexi's going to be taking a class that you won't want to miss.
Oh yeah, I'm psyched, dude.
But let's just get going here. Alone Together streaming. Let's bring out our first guest. This is Jake Goodman from the Opportunity Fund here in Pittsburgh. They're doing wonderful things, and I'm really excited that Jake's going to be joining us here to just go over it a little bit here.
Jake is being represented currently by the Pantone color Periwinkle Blue. We'd like to thank Pantone, our sponsor. Pantone color system is widely used both in the military, aerospace, and the design world. If you've ever had something printed in a really serious way, a vendor might ask you, what's the Pantone color? And you'd be like, well, it's a color system that also has numbers. In fact, every year, our good friend, Adam Milliron, photographs the new Pantone color because they release a new color every year. And I think when I see Periwinkle Blue, I think about Fight Club.
Well, I'm glad you think about Fight Club, but I want to say that I'm impressed that every vendor that you deal with is from Boston.
Well, the thing is that I try to keep my roots strong in Boston in case of an emergency. But I got to tell you a really weird part about that is that in my head, I thought when it really went down, I would just take my family and take my kids and go back home. But that is actually not what I want to do in the middle of a real emergency. So when you've raised in dystopian sci-fi and punk rock and the demons, yeah, the world's going to end. And it's all fun. And then when things start, the shit hits the fan, you're like, yeah, no, I'm just going to make sure everything I need to do as an adult. So that's what I'm saying.
That's impressive, man. That's impressive.
I have to give up on my past. And we all have to give up on the idea of a perfect past, Pat.
Well, what is it? The past is history. The future's a mystery. All we have is now.
Yeah.
And that's why we call it the present.
We're going to unwrap that right now. I'm chairman now. I don't know if you knew that, Chairman Mao was a dictator. I'm chairman now, Teddy Bear podcast co-host.
Well, you know what? Teddy Bear. That might be what we call you. That might be your streaming name.
Is there an Elvis song with the Teddy Bear lyrics?
I believe there is, sir.
Do you know anything about that, just to unpack that for our audience?
I mean, I don't know if now is the time to unleash the Elvis. You know what? Let's save that for Friday. But another thing we're going to talk about here, as we see the hammer going across here.
Oh, yeah. Flatten the curve is old.
Flattening the curve is old news. As we're waiting to get our first guest on here, we're just going to give you a little hint here. We're talking about hammering.
Wuhan style lockdown, baby.
Stay home. Wash your hands. Only leave if you necessarily have to. Tell your friends. Get your parents to stay home. Don't have to go aquarium shopping or hanging out right now. Everything's shut down for a reason.
We might want to
feel it now.
Yeah, sorry, Pat.
Go ahead, buddy. No, I'm having trouble hearing you. Go ahead.
Hey, I think that I want to talk about coffee because I drink a lot of coffee, and I'm looking at my phone on this team text thread.
Hey, but hold on a second.
Hey, who's this?
We've got Jake. Jake, how are you?
I am so sorry for my technical difficulties.
Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Have you seen Alexa?
Don't say sorry.
No, I haven't.
No, but don't worry about it. Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead.
I'm so glad Jake, to be invited on as a guest.
We're so happy to have you here. Jake, you're at the Opportunity Fund. It does wonderful things. I know a little bit about it. My theater company has been supported by you guys, and so many other companies. It does wonderful things. I just wanted to have you on here to talk about what the Opportunity Fund's, about a little bit, but also what it's doing in response to the coronavirus and how it's affected everybody.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about it. And we are so proud to have funded Bare Bones. I think you just such an amazing company.
Bare Bones!
Bare Bones! The Opportunity Fund is a relatively small foundation in Pittsburgh, and it's actually relatively new. We're in our 5th year of grant making, so in the world of foundations, we're babies. And we were founded upon the death of a woman who was a Pittsburgher, whose name was Jerry Kay, who was my aunt. And she was a lover of the arts and I'm not the only, and I think a champion of civil rights, but she would have called civil rights for African Americans in her lifetime. Now, racial justice, racial equity, I think, are good words for it. And so, what we do is we provide money to support small to mid-sized arts organizations, mostly within the city of Pittsburgh, and that means budgets of 1.5 million or smaller, which sounds not so small.
Sounds small,
but compared to some others, it is. I mean, right?
Sounds small,
but many, yeah, many of our grantees are much smaller than that. And then we also fund a lot of social economic justice areas, including racial justice, reproductive freedom, a lot of safety net resources, all of which are profoundly impacted by COVID-19.
Mm.
So speaking of that, I mean, the COVID-19, it's affecting everybody in every walk of life, from the smallest to the bottom. How's the Opportunity Fund handling it? I mean, how's the organization handling it? It's a general question that we're asking everybody on here. I mean, how is it going to adapt?
Well, that is the question. And one thing that we're going to be doing, we've already begun, but is to reach out to our grantees and to people like you, Patrick, and ask, how is this affecting you? How is this affecting your work? And even beyond your work as an artist, if we're talking to artists, how is it affecting your life?
Mm-hmm.
He's bumming. That's what's going on, Jake.
Well, listen, Patrick is just on top of the world always.
Oh, yeah. That's just me. I'm the crying on the inside kind.
And so beautifully crying on stage, too, sometimes.
I cry on the outside. That's why we're a good team.
That's right. It's a yin and a yang. But back to it. So what steps are you guys taking over there? I mean, like, so you're basically, I know you guys posted some stuff online, and that's what made me think to contact you. You were one of the first organizations to come out with, we've got a plan of action. We're here to listen. We're not gonna, we're gonna respond to your emails. We're gonna do all of that, and that's comforting. You know what I mean? So is there anything else that you guys were going to actually, like, any commitments that you were making?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing that we did, I mean, we know that, and as you have spoken about on this show before, the facts change every day, every hour. And so the strategy is certainly evolving and it's not finalized. But what we know is that on top of the 2 grant cycles that we have per year, the Opportunity Fund is going to be giving out $500,000 this year to support arts and social and economic justice, largely grassroots groups that are working in communities to help people as directly as possible. We have signed on commitments on the national level to say that we aim to be as transparent as we can be to our grantees and to our many communities, that we will take from our endowment, not just take away other funds that we would have given to other applicants, but actually take it from our endowment. Because this is the time, even though the market is bad, to give big, because this is, as you know, I mean, everybody who's listening knows, it's affecting everybody profoundly. Arts organizations are, and actually we could talk about artists and arts organizations, but to start with, the organizations are feeling this profoundly. Many have already furloughed or had to let go of their staff, significant portions of their staff immediately. Right. Many artists, my husband is an artist, he's a composer, he was supposed to be in Austria, that's canceled. He is working on a composition for a festival this summer. It's a major source of income, it might be canceled. And he has a partner who has stability with a job at home. And so we are trying to find a direct ways to support them. That's we awesome. Found some things we found. Actually, can I share some findings?
Please.
Yeah, bring it. This is your time, dude. You're the expert.
I feel like I'm in the Goonies. It's my time.
It's your time, Jake.
Here. It's our time here. Our time down here.
Dude, people are gonna watch this and rewatch this. We're gonna edit it and send it out in archive materials. I want you to know that you are seen, you are heard, and you're talking about people who don't feel seen and don't feel heard. So you are addressing people right now with your voice who are going, oh man, I hope he's talking about me. Yeah. And we're going to connect everybody. So you hit it, man. Tell us about this stuff.
And Alexi talking right now just saved you from me doing 5 minutes of Goonies quotes. So
I felt the Goonies volcano.
Take him after the show, but go on with what you were saying. I'm sorry.
when we've spoken with some folks on the ground and some of the community grassroots groups, we've heard a lot of common things that people are working on. One, there are a lot of groups who are working to create mutual aid networks, to say that there are some communities that have resources right now, and there's some that do not. And so foundations, actually, I think right now, from what I've seen are really stepping up and trying to act quickly and do really great work. And our funding is not reliable, I think, in the long run. We try to make it, but to make it long-term and reliable, but communities organizing for themselves is more sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
So how can there are groups that are delivering to food and resources and information to people who live in areas that are hard to reach?
Right.
We've found that misinformation, many people are struggling to trust the information they get because, as you've spoken about on the show, from the top of our government, it's not reliable. And even here, people have been telling some Black and brown people that, oh, don't worry, if you have more melanin in your skin, you can't catch the virus.
Oh, come on with this bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's frightening, and it's just another reason how the racism in this city and in our country is playing out right now. And we are finding, also, this has been in the news, but there are groups that are working to decarcerate, to end life without parole or death by incarceration.
Yes.
But what they're focusing on right now, not even just the state prisons, but the Allegheny County Jail is a very unsafe place to be because it's such a transient population where people are coming in and out every day.
Right.
And I believe the number, I should be fact checked, but it's like 45% of the people who are there do not have a charge against them.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to decarcerate right now. And actually, the Allegheny County Jail has let out many people on there. The police are arresting fewer people, but there's still further to go.
Right.
These are just some examples of what I'm hearing.
What we're working on. Well, that's amazing. So people that are watching at home, I mean, is the website the best way to find information about the Opportunity Fund?
For us, yeah, it is. We don't do social media very well.
Okay.
It is the website, or you email us and contact us, and we try to get back to everybody who contacts us.
Great.
Yeah, and we have your website right there on our Facebook thread that is happening here, but I'll just read it. It's called theopportunityfund.org. And this is Jake Goodman telling you straight, Pittsburgh, to hit him up.
So let me ask you a question, Jake.
Yeah.
How many hours a night are you sleeping?
Well, I mean, last night I stopped writing emails. The last 2 nights at 12:15 in the morning, and I get up. We both, Patrick, we have young kids. I have a phone now. So I get up at around, usually 6.
Okay.
How old is your child?
He's 4 months.
Oh, wow, dude.
So I was asking, how's the sleeping going?
Yeah, you're bumming. You're bumming. I've been there, man. I got 2 kids.
Just sleeping straight through the night. Right out of the jump. That's what, because of course, good. You get a band, just sleep right through the night.
Hey, listen, I don't want to price gouge, but I'll sell you a box of sleeping tea for $500.
Well,
let's talk later. Let's talk. Okay, all right, 300.
About that. We've got a couple more guests to get to. Jake, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you seriously for everything that
Thanks, brother.
Thank you both.
Wonderful. You're the real deal. Thank you, Jake.
That was great.
Jake's amazing, man.
That was great.
The Opportunity Fund came out of nowhere, 5 years ago. It's amazing. It was 5 years ago. Came out of nowhere, right on the scene, and just got right in there. And that's because Jake basically spearheaded this thing and worked in, and he can work a room, and you can talk to him.
Can I ask a technical question?
Sure thing, sir.
Did he hit it and then not quit it?
He hasn't quit it yet.
That's what I'm saying.
He hit it in stride.
Yeah, he's like
all right. So you know what? I mean, we had a little bit of a glitch there, but let's just go to the Bald Eagles. Let's see what they're doing right now as the sun sets.
Have they stripped the flesh off a squirrel? What is that?
I think that's a fish.
Dave, what is that?
I believe it's a fish.
Dave Mansueto.
All right. Let's let Dave keep working. Unless he wants to. Dave.
What's up with the Eagles? Is that a fish?
Okay. So, Whoa. Dave, let's get rid of the Eagles. Before we bring out our next guest,
Mhm.
who we're on a time crunch, he's a busy man. Wanted to talk to you guys about one other thing. Everyone's saying about washing your hands. There was another piece of information that I saw come across the wire here, because so many people are getting things delivered, and so many people are getting packages delivered via Amazon, via whatever outlet you're getting packages delivered. There are ways you can try to be safe. You might be, I'm not trying to like throw up red flags, but I read something that came out. I think it was the CDC, things you can do for packages. We'll post the link in the article that I saw that just took later on in the night. But you can do a couple of things. Like, so if the package is outside, the recommendation is if you can leave it outside for 24 hours, preferably in the sun, is a wonderful step. I cannot do that because someone will walk away with that, whatever is on the package. But they say to open the package with gloves, try to keep the packaging outside, and wipe down the contents that are inside of it, maybe with a Clorox wipe or with some kind of a wipe before you bring it in the house, just to plan ahead. Fun fact that I wasn't thinking of.
Great. I want to dip into that and just add on to our viewers. If those of you that are not familiar with surgical glove protocols, it's important how you put them on and take them off, and there are many resources on YouTube for that. There's a whole protocol on how people take gloves off after surgery. And so just look into that. There's some special things you do with your thumb. Pat's completely right about this package thing. I've been hearing about that too. Thanks, Pat.
Great. So I tell you what, let's bring on our next guest. Lex, why don't you do the
Yeah. Okay. Let's bring in Adam Soorma. Adam, thank you for your patience. I know you got to go. So what I wanted you to do is you introduce yourself and you get going. I read your amazing article about coffee delivery. We're going to shut up.
You're good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, baby. I can hear you sexy.
Cool, man. I'm Adam. I work with the team at Very Local Pittsburgh. We're just building a digital city guide focused on local food and beverage, local events, local spotlights and shout outs to artists and other people. And we also do a lot with our event arm. So we do our own events. We also shout out others doing cool events. But yeah, I appreciate you reading my copy piece.
Yeah, and where can people find that? Just rock it for them right now. We'll try to put it in the link in the feed. But Very Local Pittsburgh, you did an article about we're going to focus on right now because a lot of people like coffee. So coffee delivery during the COVID-19.
Yeah, totally. So you can find us on social. We're just @Very Local PGH. And if you hit up our website, it's just pittsburgh.verylocal.com. I publish a weekly beer column every Tuesday, but I know we're talking about coffee right now. And that just came about from my colleagues. Lindsay and Stephanie. I think you guys know Lindsay Petros.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Keep going. You're doing it.
Old buds. They mentioned, hey, yeah, I mean, they're great. We feel very fortunate to be working from home with so many people out of work right now. I mean, we just heard from Jake, and that was amazing to hear what's happening, at the Opportunity Fund. But as someone working from home, we were kind of craving that good local coffee. And so we thought, what if we rounded up 12, 13, 14 local Pittsburgh-based coffee roasters who were able to ship beans. And so I kind of did some research, and I got some good feedback actually from Alexi. So thank you for mentioning Red Start.
Yeah, Red Start Roasters is amazing, and so many like Zeke's and Kelvin, and the list goes on. Why don't you keep hyping it, keep hyping it, keep spitting those coffee bars, my friend?
I'm happy to, man. Yeah, I mean, earlier before we were on the show, you guys had asked me, what I'd recommend or what I've tried. So if you are at home or wherever and, practicing social distancing, I have gone through the order process for La Prima. So a lot of folks might know La Prima in the Strip District. Their website's just laprima.com. You click on the shop drop down. You choose what you want. It's $5 shipping, and everything ships on U.S. Postal Service. It's pretty easy. It's mobile friendly. You can do it from your phone. So I would say like all of the ones that we mentioned all ship via UPS Ground or USPS. But Specifically, La Prima and Kelvin are the two that jump out as ones that I've tried, that I've been trying my best to support, especially during this time. Convive Coffee is another one that's shipping. They roast here in Lawrenceville. They also have a brick and mortar up in McCandless. Earlier, you mentioned Zeke's. I'm actually not sure if they're continuing to operate right now.
Well, we don't want to give out any false information, so we'll follow up with our viewers on that. You just keep going, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. Dang, wow, this is awesome. Yeah, I guess I'll just quickly go through the rundown. So
Yeah.
if folks are looking to order coffee, man, yeah, like I mentioned, La Prima, Convive, Kelvin over in the Larimer, Homewood neighborhood. Commonplace, no doubt. Commonplace is shipping.
No doubt.
Coffee Tree, they're a bit of an OG, been around since '93. DeFair in the Strip District, they are roasting and shipping.
Tight.
Steel Valley Roasters, shout out to them over in Homestead.
Okay.
Allegheny Coffee and Tea in the Strip. I love that I'm referring to my notes. Sorry.
Do it. Do it.
Last couple, Nicholas Coffee downtown, Mechanic Coffee. Shout out to Verona. They are roasting and shipping. Beaver Falls Coffee and Tea out of Beaver Falls. And then finally, the two that I added in with feedback, Red Start in Point Breeze near Alexi and Presto George in the Strip.
Great.
So those are your 14 local coffee roasters that that I was able to find and put together. And you can read that right up.
If anybody else wants to join in, if anybody else is doing it that you haven't thought of, how do they get in touch with you?
Oh, just shoot us a message. The best way to get a hold of me is just any of our social channels. Whether you're on Instagram, drop us a DM. Whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on Facebook, I run our digital and social. And if you want to drop us a message and say, "Hey, be sure to check these guys out," or shout out this coffee shop.
How does the delivery thing work? I mean, how's everything working?
So typically, when I did my research, a lot of them are shipping whole beans. So if you have a grinder at home,
good point. Good point, bro.
I got you. Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, I have a grinder. A lot of folks don't. So you'll just want to toggle on the website if you want your beans ground up for drip or a pour over or stovetop, however you make it at home.
Concierge service. Concierge service.
It's pretty neat. And again, all love to these coffee shops, man. I mean, they're really stepping up and doing what they can to keep providing us with that good coffee. But yep, you just get it whole bean by the pound, or you can get it ground and ship.
Somebody just wrote a message to us that they're wondering if you can recommend a good grinder.
Oh, dude. Okay, I'm taking this.
Okay,
I'm taking this.
Go ahead.
I got one more question for you, too.
Okay, Pat, I don't know who you're talking to, but Matt Gebbis, when he worked at La Prima, before he founded one of the best coffee shops in the city, which we all know is Espresso in Mano, he sold me my first grinder. I was dating this girl who became the mother of my children. I said, I got this blade grinder. I'm thinking about going different. He goes, you got to get a burr grinder. A burr grinder. And my coffee game changed. He goes, don't pour 212 degree water in. I go, why? He goes, the notes. And then that moment, Matt Gebbis from Espresso Amano turned me into a coffee snob, which I've been the bane of everyone's existence, which is why you're on this show, because I love coffee. Take it.
Okay. A couple other questions.
Burr grinder.
Matt is awesome, by the way. Shout out to Matt from Amano.
True. And Alexi's not joking. A friend of mine almost missed a flight because Alexi wanted to make him the longest cup of coffee that took the long. Anyway.
It's true.
But
I've gotten faster.
So you're putting together a city guide, right? This is a little bit off the coffee talk, right? Are you going to do something right now? Or are you thinking about doing anything right now, currently, with the state of things right now, with who's kind of doing takeout instead of who's doing curbside, who's doing that, as far as restaurants, I know bars are pretty much shut down too, but some people might be doing some creative things. Do you have an outlet for that as well?
Yeah, so I would say there's two good methods. Like, we are producing some content around takeout and carry out, whether it's beer or food or, like we just talked about, coffee. The other thing I'd suggest is don't forget to check out our other wonderful publications. I mean, the folks at City Paper, the folks at Pittsburgh Magazine, the folks at The Incline, the folks at Next, they're all also publishing content that we feel very...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just feel compelled to reshare and curate. And, I just saw this morning, Pittsburgh Magazine had put out some content around folks doing takeout, carry out, home delivery.
We're kind of featuring that too. I mean, we have chefs coming on in a couple minutes here, right after a little bit.
Adam,
yeah.
Pat, do you have any more questions for Adam?
I think we're good.
Okay, I just want to do 10 seconds on a personal thing between me and you, Adam.
What's up, man?
Bro, not to just like me and you in this love bubble, okay? I just need the honesty. It feels a little shameful even for me to ask you, but don't you feel glad we saw Tool before this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had a spiritual experience at that. And we're running late, but I just wanted to say I really appreciate the fact that you and I text about this band, and I know it seems weird, but I'm holding on to any joy right now, dude. Any fucking joy.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say so. Yes. First of all, that was an amazing show. I was in the fourth row, and I just stood there and just cried. I think for the full set.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. You're being open and vulnerable. This is why you and I get along.
It was beautiful. But also, dude, last night, so obviously a lot of us are at home. We're quarantined. This is a uncertain time. Before I went to bed, I watched Danny Carey play Numa on YouTube. Have you seen that clip?
No, I'm there.
I'll send it to you later. It's worth it if you want to see some amazing percussion from I mean, it's awesome. And
cool. We got to be responsible to our other guests. So I hate to cut
totally.
you off. And thank you, Pat, for letting me do this moment.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Take me out. I got to pee.
Enjoy it. All right. So Alexi's going to pee. And so now you're stuck with me. But it won't be for long. First, I want to thank you guys for coming out. We're going to check on the Eagles. Hopefully we don't get the audio from the Eagles because it just makes people think it's feedback. There you go. Those Eagles, let's see what they're doing. I mean, as the sun sets, they must not be hungry because that fish, that trout, that animal they're working on is it's still with us here. Okay. I want to introduce our musical guest. But first, before we bring him on, just want you guys to know, if you want to, chip in, throw a little tip, it could be $1. You know what I mean? Just something. I know everybody's asking for money right now, but the money will definitely go to the artists and the people who are coming on the show here right now. They're working really hard, and especially the performers are trying to mix it up here right now and try to figure out what to do. So you can hit the GoFundMe link. You can go to Venmo. You can go to PayPal. You can go to the website. Whatever you can give would be fantastic. Like literally $1. If you want to give more, awesome. If you give $50 or more, we'll talk about you on air. But let's bring in the fantastically multi-talented Andrew Swackhammer, if we could. Andrew is there he is.
Hey buddy.
Good to see you.
Hey you guys.
And we're gonna have a Goonies theme running.
And we're back to Goonies. I haven't let it go. I actually during the show went and bought it on Amazon.
You see that?
And
boom.
I will be watching.
Now you know how to maintain the DVD when it arrives, because I'm sure it's not on Blu-ray.
I'm not getting it delivered. I can watch it automatically.
Oh, Amazon. Oh, God,
it's in my stuff.
You are so.
I'm thrilled.
You are so ready. That is amazing.
I'm so ready.
You are so ready. You are so ready.
Tucked in. Welcome to my room.
Your room looks fantastic.
Got all my owls. That's my logo. Ukulele wizard.
Ukulele wizard. So you're a ukulele wizard.
I am.
Fantastic.
Isn't that fun?
Well, everybody, Andrew here is a fantastic, multi-talented person, a Renaissance man, if you will. He is an actor. He is a musician. He is a singer. He can dance, and sometimes he can do it in 6-inch heels.
That's right, baby. But only when you ask me to.
Andrew was in a play.
Only for you.
That was only for me. Oh yeah. Well, let's clarify that in case my Andrew was in a play called The Legend of George McBride that we produced with Bare Bones, my theater company, last year, and just put in a killer, amazing performance. And I've been in several plays with him, and would like to be in more. But tonight, Andrew is going to charm us, or perhaps woo us, or perhaps do whatever with the ukulele.
Oh yeah.
Andrew, we've got your contact, your Facebook page. Is there any links that you want people to go to find your stuff? Are you selling your stuff?
Well, yeah. So I am doing ukulele lessons online in the work at home aspect of this COVID-19 thing. So while quarantined, if you would like a ukulele lesson, we can do it over the phone. It's terrific. I've been taking ukulele lessons myself with one of my favorite instrumentalists, Danny Black, and he was like, "You got to do this. This is the way to go."
Andrew, we have a segment on this show called Alexi Takes a Lesson. So maybe we'll have you back next week or in the coming weeks.
Take a ukulele lesson.
But I know
Alexi, she definitely, he. I've never seen Alexi.
You're going to see him soon. He's peeing right now. You'll see him later.
That's Alexi.
Andrew, this is Andrew's first of 2 numbers. We're going to throw it off to him. We're going to chat with him more on the other side. But I thank you for coming on, and
of course,
we'll talk to you later. Talk to you after.
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you, touching me, touching you, you're touching me. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be talking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Kiss you every minute, every hour, every day. You got me in a spin, but everything is okay. Touching you, touching me, yeah. Touching you, you're touching me. I believe in nothing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be rocking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh. Touching you, touching me, touching you, you're touching me. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll be working till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. The darkness on a ukulele.
Darkness on a ukulele. There it is, folks. I've never heard a cover of that song like that.
That's right, baby.
Fantastic.
A little folk jam, some hard rock pop.
That's great.
It can't be better.
That's amazing. Thank you so much
Thank you
for,
so much. Of course.
joining us and singing that song for us while you're shut in your wonderfully colorful bedroom.
Oh, mixed patterns all around.
Well, thank you so
much.
much.
My comforter off.
We're going to have you back later to do another number, and we'll chat a little bit more then.
Sounds good, buddy.
Thanks, folks. Thank you. I mean, that's Andrew Swackhammer, folks. You can get his link. It's running on the screen right there. You can go find him out. Take ukulele lessons from him. If you're looking for an actor when this whole thing passes over, you won't find a better performer than Andrew Swackhammer. I'm going to keep things moving here rather quickly here, just to try to make up for lost time. You guys don't want to hear me talk. But we have a special guest here. Like we were talking about on other episodes, we've got lots of people that are adapting to what's been going on from the coronavirus, and the fallout has been kind of epic in lots of different ways. But our next guest, let's bring in Chef Jess. Let's bring in, if we can bring her on here. Is she ready? Chef Jessica Lewis, Chef of Spirits and Tales.
Hey!
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Nice to see anybody. I mean, this is good. We're just locked into my house here. This feels like we're having a conversation.
The new norm. Close up of faces, right?
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm the executive chef of Spirits and Tales, the Oaklander Hotel. Been in Pittsburgh for 5 or 6 years now, and absolutely love it. I'm an avid runner. I don't know. This is not my bedroom here. This is just the hotel lobby.
Okay, I was going to say, you got to like that. So you're at the hotel now, right?
Yes.
You guys are functioning. So the restaurant is closed, but you guys have adapted to try to have a different system to keep things moving.
Correct. Yeah. Due to the COVID-19, we've laid off all of our employees essentially, and it's I think me and 7 other people running the hotel until we figure out what's going to happen.
The entire hotel, yeah, and I think that's what everyone's doing. So what are you doing with the restaurant? I mean, you made some changes there.
Yeah. So we kind of adapted to help the community and, try to stay afloat over here. But we've turned into a curbside takeout. So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner available for takeout and minimal contact. We're focusing on all the practices that, health practices that we, been maintaining for a long time now. But And the other thing we're doing is turning into kind of a grocer. So we have all of this food that we are in need to just really get rid of, and are looking to hopefully provide a service for the community where you don't have to go into a grocery store. You can just call in an order, place an order online, and then come pick it up, and we drop it in your car and you're on your way.
And now what's the website? Is that just the Oaklanders?
Yeah, it's spiritsandtales.com. So you can go on there and place an order. You can call over the phone, or you can shoot us an email at orderstuffoakland@gmail.com.
That's awesome. I mean, that's fantastic. We have a Gmail account too. But yeah, that's fantastic. And are there any other things that you guys are doing in the Oakland area? I mean, you guys are surrounded by like lots of hospitals and lots of things like that.
Yeah, so we've actually partnered with some of the hospitals, and we are doing a medical worker pay it forward program. So you can call in, same email, same phone number, and every $15 is going to go towards providing a meal for the medical community. And, they're working around the clock, and this is just really a service for them to ease of just grabbing a meal and going. And so far we've had about over 20 orders placed, and we just started this program 2 days ago.
Wow.
To assist with the medical community.
That's amazing. Yeah, so that's great. So you can pay it forward, and that's all easy to do on the website there. You can, or the email.
Yes. Yep. So we'll have a link up. You go to spiritsandtales.com. Super easy. And it feels good to, help out where, these people are just probably living at the hospital, you know.
So on the front line of this thing too, and to be able to help that, and if you give to, I mean, if you give to different, I mean, you don't, when you're giving to charities or whatever, you don't know how it's going to be broken down. This way, it's right in front of them. You know what I mean? You're buying a meal, you're paying it forward for somebody. That's an amazing idea.
Yeah, and then the last thing we're doing is 50% off all meals, takeout, and groceries for all medical staff. So, you know, we just really want to be here to provide and be a part of the community at the time where you know, folks need it most.
That's even better. I mean, that's so great. I mean, like, this is the kind of stuff. This is part of the reason why we wanted to do this show, is to have people like you on to talk about, you know, how people are adapting, how people are helping, you know what I mean, that don't have to. I mean, obviously, you're an amazing chef. She's an amazing chef. I've had her food. but and you know, I'm sure everybody's lives were planning their lives to be very different from what this is going on. But how people react in this crisis situation, it's a good judge of character, and I'm really glad what you guys are doing over there. I think it's amazing.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you know, we're here to we have to pivot with what's going on, and we want to be here for the new way how people are eating. And you know, if we have to stay in our homes, let's get everyone something a little bit different to eat than, you know, what you're cooking at home, and treat yourself a little bit.
It's amazing. And the curbside pickup that you guys just run it down. It's amazing. We had Hal Klein on last week, and he was talking about his take for anyone who's doing takeout or curbside. He was saying, when you bring it home, make sure you put it on a plate. Don't just eat it out of the to-go container. Just give yourself some sort of normalcy. You're having a heightened dining experience, whether you like it, you know what I mean? So
yes, actually, that is what I do every time I get takeout, to make it feel like I'm at home and dining and not just like eating out of a box. Yeah, I agree 100%. You have to put it on a plate, act like it's a normal meal. Feels a lot better that way.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming on here. And we're going to have all of the links that you threw out to us. They're going to be coming on. We're going to have them on the show, and we're going to post them on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page as well. So people get at Spirits and Tales, everybody. And,
Thank
you know,
you.
And pay it forward when you're there. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, pay it forward.
Yeah. Thank you, Chef Jess. That was amazing. Yeah, I wasn't privy to that, the pay it forward part. But I'm going to pass this thing off to my friend Alexi, who has just completed using the restroom, and hopefully now that everyone's washing hands, as people will do, maybe he'll wash his hands. Speaking of washing hands, hey Dave Mansueto, are you out there? Do we want to talk about washing hands? Dave. Hey, buddy. Can't really hear you, but are we ready to? Did we get anyone showing us their hand washing videos? I can't hear you. Your head's floating around like you're Jambi. You look like you're Jambi. So we've got two Goonies reference, one Pee-wee's Playhouse. Do we get anyone sending us videos of hand washing?
We did. You want to see one of those babies? We got some. I mean, we've been getting really good hand washing vids. Gotta say.
Okay. Well, hey, everybody, we put a call out. If you're just watching now for the first time, put a call out how you wash your hands, what song you sing, or what's your process to get to the 20-second mark. What do we get today, Dave?
Well, okay. Well, let's take a look. See here. See what we got here in the magic box. Hang on there, buddy.
All right.
I don't want to bring those Eagles up again. Those guys are not ready for prime time. If you wish those Eagles would pick it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? All right. You know what? Actually, Patio, I think we got somebody live from the future that we got to get to before that hand washing thing. I need the time.
You know that sounds good, my friend. I'm going to pass this off. This is Dave Mansueto, everyone. He's making it all happen. We're going to pass this off to Alexi, who has washed his hands after using the restroom. And this is a new segment called Future Friends. Alexi will break it down for you.
Thanks, Pat Jordan.
Hey, break it down for him, Lex.
Thanks, brother. I'll see you on the other side, eh?
The future.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Alexi Morrissey. That's my man, Pat Jordan. We've got a new segment called Future Friends. He's going to just sit there and watch this magic happen and react. So, what is time? You know, pre-COVID systems don't really matter anymore, like time zones. You know, we're about to talk to somebody in Germany. They are 5 hours ahead, you know. But what does that mean? It means if you call them at 2 a.m. drunk, they're going to be wide awake eating breakfast. But now what we have is different kind of time. Okay. We're in a different kind of time. Time is different. They have predicted that New York City is 7 days ahead of Pittsburgh. No, Pittsburgh and New York are in the same time zone, right, my friends? No. Right now, the virus has its own clock, and we got to pay attention to that. So we're going to have this segment called Future Friends, and we're going to talk to people who are in the future of the virus, and we're behind in Pittsburgh, and maybe we can learn stuff from them. So we're going to bring in Gabriela, a Croatian Bosnian currently living in Germany. Gabriela.
Hi. Do you hear me?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Great. Oh, wait. Let me flip a little my computer. Okay.
Gabrielle, I just want to say thank you so much. I know that you're a mom with 2 young children, and
No,
it's
one.
late.
Only one. That's enough.
One child. And I just want to say, danke, I guess, you know.
You're welcome. Bitte schön. Sehr gerne.
So let's get right to it. I want you just, if you could do a favor for me, is talk to me like, how old is your kid?
She's 6.
I want you to pretend that you are talking to my daughter who is 5 and explain to her the most basic facts about Germany, and then at the very end give a fact to an old man about the coronavirus. So just talk to me about where is Germany, what is Germany. Let's just go real basic for a minute, because you're live in Germany. You're live in Germany.
I'm live. Yes, it's 1:00 a.m. here. So okay. So I live in Germany, near Munich. So Germany is basically, I would say, the center of Europe. So Germany is bordering 9 countries like Denmark, Poland, Czech Republic, Austria, Switzerland, France, Belgium, whatever. So
yeah, I'm good. We're good. That's great. Keep going.
So and I live in Bavaria.
Where's Bavaria? Yeah,
Bavaria
what's up with Bavaria?
is in the south of Germany, and it's bordering just to get an idea, is bordering Austria and the Czech Republic. Italy is like 5 hours drive by car. So people go skiing, for example, a lot not only in Germany in the Alps, but also in France, Italy, and Austria. So and the capital of Bavaria is Munich. So everybody knows about the Oktoberfest in Munich. So that's the place.
They do now. I'm wearing my German social hall shirt of a probatory member of the Goose Hall. We'll talk about that. Not on this broadcast.
Okay. So yeah, so I'm not in Munich, but I'm like 1 hour drive from Munich. Near the airport. It's a little town called Landshut. Tom Kuhnhackel is from Landshut, as you know, the former
famous for their whatever they're famous for. Keep going.
Yeah, and yeah. So that's basically it. So actually, it's the center of Europe. So, and Bavaria is it's the richest federal state of Germany. So Germany has 16 federal states. It's similar to the United States. So,
but with some key differences.
Yes. So yeah. So and Bavaria is I would say it's the richest country economically. It's the most powerful state of Germany. You have big companies here like BMW. It's the home state of BMW, Audi, Siemens.
Great.
I
feel,
yeah.
I feel like 6-year-old me is completely up to date on that you are in Bavaria, in Germany, and there's a million countries surrounding it, and you guys are badass. So, just give me a couple sentences on your unique connection to Pittsburgh, because your dad was in the steel industry in Croatia, and you had some affinity for this place, which you really didn't know about, and you ended up just coming here for vacation based on you thinking that Pittsburgh was cool.
Yes, a mutual friend of ours, Christina, you know her. She was first in Pittsburgh 2011, I think, for Penn's game. And she said, "Oh, you have to see this city. You will love it." It's I'm a photographer and architect, and so I especially love industrial architecture from the 19th century. Like industry.
You're documenting the detritus of a fallen industry. That's a huge theme here for lots of artists.
I know. And there's the special connection also. My dad used to, he came from a little town, not in Croatia, but in Bosnia, near Sarajevo. It's a mining city. It used to be a mining city and making steel. So that's kind of the connection.
Okay, listen, I feel everyone's up to date. We are 3 days into our self-isolation. How many days are you into your self-isolation?
So we actually, schools and kindergartens were closed now 10 days ago. But we as a family actually started to self-isolate like 2 days before. Since
so go ahead. I'm just saying, so in the terms of the future friends, you are 9 days ahead of me in isolation. And I read a statistic, and tell me if I'm wrong, even though you just told all these great things about Bavaria, about how it's an economic engine in one of the economic engines of the world, it has the second highest rate of coronavirus in Germany. Is that correct?
That's correct. Maybe I show you something. So this is a statistic from it's a newspaper here in Germany, something like Washington Post or New York Times. So we have almost 8,000 cases, 41 dead people. In our community here in the here in this district I live, we have now 216 cases.
And what's the impact having on you personally? Just your truth, like shopping, going out, relatives, seeing people, and maybe being freaked out about your kids and your husband.
So my kid, she's a first grader. So now it's the second week that she's home. So we all home, which means something completely new for me, because the school sorry, said, "Okay, guys, that's not vacation. It's still school time." So homeschooling is a big issue right now, because in Germany, normally you don't have homeschooling. It's prohibited. It's forbidden. You just have very rare cases where homeschooling is allowed. So this is a completely new situation. First, this. Second, supermarkets. So you actually, the government says, okay, you have to stay home. You're allowed only to go to do your groceries. You're not allowed to meet people. But what you're allowed is to walk your dog, for example, or to go out for a walk to get fresh air, but not in company. The only people you are allowed to accompany you is your own family in your household. So when you're within a household, the people you're allowed to go out, but when you go do groceries, do it only one person. So don't do it as a family. It's just allowed to do to go one person for groceries, for example.
Gabby, I really appreciate you staying up late for us, and we really wish you health and safety. And please reach out to us and the show, or me personally, anytime. I am very thankful for you. And
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
that's our future friend, Gabriella from Germany. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring back Pat Jordan here. And or we have a hand washing video. Oh, this hand washing video, ladies and gentlemen, if we can get it. We have lots of gifts, lots of funny stuff going on. That was heavy to talk to Gabby. I got to tell you that. She's great. Her energy is amazing, and her architecture is beautiful. We're looking just to talk to Pat Jordan or see his next hand washing video. But if you have anybody that you know in other countries, we're talking to somebody in New York City this week. Pat Jordan.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, it's good to have you back, dude.
I'm happy to be back. We just had someone on from Germany.
Yeah, we're gonna do intro the hand washing here.
I tell you what. Okay, everybody out there,
get ready for the best hand washing video I've ever seen on the internet.
People are having fun with the hand. Like we're trying to have fun with this. We're stuck in this thing. We're indoors. What do? Do you sing a song when you wash your hands? I think we should take this seriously, Lex.
Well, I think the reason we picked this hand washing video is because it's got the most clear safety message.
I think you're right.
This is from a viewer, Amanda Blair.
Let me take a look at it.
Let's take a look at it.
Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
I'm just going to say right now, it's funny that logo came up because whoever did that video is going to be my future friend. They took it to the next level. There's an entertainment value. There was soap. There was entertainment. There was hand washing. It was good. There were little hands. I tell you what, that was amazing. Okay, you know what? I actually think I'm going to jump here. We might not do this again, but I want to bring that person on the show. I want that person to come on the show. Maybe we can have them come on the show. Maybe Friday, maybe Thursday. We'll do that. But anyway, if you got your hand washing videos, send them in. But right now, I want to move things along to our new segment and our new logo, Alexi Takes a Lesson. So tonight, we've got a specific lesson for Alexi, and our guest is going to be actually, hopefully, maybe offering some online classes as well. Jennifer Jamina, are you out there? Are you with us? Are you live?
Live.
Hey.
Hi. How are you?
Good. It's nice to see you.
Good. Nice to see you too. Unfortunately, it's not in a fancy restaurant or over drinks, but this is awesome.
I know, but I will take a rain check on that.
For sure.
Sure. It might be weeks. It could be months, and let's hope it's not years. But we have technology.
We do.
Can see each other and talk to each other. People are having virtual happy hours all the time. But so tell me a little bit about what you got going on. What is the class that you were going to teach this evening?
So tonight we're going to teach a very, very basic beginner level belly dance class for Alexi. Alexi, have you ever taken a belly dance class before?
No. Should I do some stretches?
Do some stretches while we talk. Yeah, that would be fabulous. Thank you.
So stretch it out. Warm up, Lex. Warm up. Keep it inside.
Keep it moving.
Jennifer, so let's talk to you a little bit, Jennifer. So belly dancing, you've been doing it for how long?
I have been doing this particular dance form for about, I think, 13 years.
13
But
years.
I've danced all my life. This dance form just kind of captured my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And there's lots of different styles of what we call belly dance. But what I teach is more of a modern Egyptian style.
Okay.
And some folkloric dances too.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I mean, I've seen your stuff. We worked together once.
We have worked together.
And I'm just really excited to try it. Now, how are you dealing with things in the time of the coronavirus? I mean, everybody's locked in. You've taught classes, obviously.
Right. So
how are you adapting?
So I teach a weekly class at I Am Yoga in Squirrel Hill because I love them so much.
Right.
It's a heated belly dance class, so we do it in a warm room.
Okay.
If you know me, you know I'm addicted to hot yoga, and so then I started the hot belly dance. And so I'm really missing that. Lexi's getting hot.
Stretch on the inside while we're talking.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys.
It's cool. So I'm dealing with it by dancing in my dining room.
Okay.
Sometimes, just put on whatever your favorite song is, turn off the news, and just let yourself kind of be free.
Are you thinking about teaching classes streaming like we're doing right now?
I am, but I was a little scared because, I've never used this platform for teaching. So this is my very first time.
Well, I am so happy to do that. Well, without further ado, I think Alexis takes these classes very seriously.
I can see that.
Right now he's joking around, but he is an apt
What? No, man, I'm telling you.
He's an apt pupil. He is ready to do this. So I'm going to pass this over to you guys and give Alexi a little crash course here in what we call belly dancing.
That's right. Big shout out to all of my students who are with us tonight. Alexi, are you ready?
Yeah, girl. Check this out.
I love the hip scarf. Let's see. Awesome. Okay, we're going to start with arms tonight. Alexi, are you ready? Arms go straight out. And then we're going to bring them down.
Okay.
We're going to pull one all the way up, like you're reaching to the ceiling, and pull it all the way down. Okay. Other side, all the way up, all the way down. I want you to imagine that you're standing inside of a bubble. And I want you to paint the inside of that bubble with one arm up. And as soon as it gets over your head, flip the hand and bring it down. Right, we're going to do it on the other side. Arm up. Can you see it?
Yeah, I got
There we go. And arm down. All right, we're going to do them both at the same time. As one arm is going up and down, the other one's going up. So now we're alternating arms, and this is called a snake arm or an arm wave. All right, Alexi, I want you to concentrate. One arm up, the other arm up. You've got it. How's Alexi looking, everybody?
Sexy.
Sexy. Good job. Okay. We're also going to learn.
This is so awesome.
You look great.
Okay. No, come on. Don't mess with me.
Shoulders. Are you ready for shoulders? We're going to do a shoulder shimmy. What that means is arms come out just a little bit. Nice little bend in your elbows. Perfect. We're going to move one shoulder forward, the other one forward. So as one moves forward, the other one moves back. Forward, forward. Right, now try to do it without actually turning the chest. So the chest stays forward. It's just the shoulders. Forward, forward.
My shoulders are attached to my chest.
I know, but
okay.
The trick about this dance, right, is that we isolate one part while we're moving another.
Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah, kind of. It's like if you take the shoulder and you try to push it to me, and then you pull it back. You got it. That's it. Now pull it back. Now push it again. Now pull it back. Good. Other side. Push it.
Dude, I'm so awesome at this.
Push it. Pull it. Okay, we're going to put that to music.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh, come on, girl.
Okay. We're going to do the snake arms and then the shimmies. 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms. Can you hear the music?
I can. It's awesome.
Good. Nice deep breath. Keep breathing. Shimmies. Shimmy it into me, into the camera. Come on down. Good. Go back. Forward. Backwards. Excellent. We're going to go to the hips.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Next move. This is like drive-by belly dance.
I'm into this part.
Okay, so we're going to make sure we're going to do a shimmy. So first, I'm going to do it from the side so you can see it. Just like your shoulders, one hip goes forward and then back. Forward, back. And the goal is to get that hip scarf on you, moving back and forth. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm killing it.
You got it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's turn to the front. Let's see what you got there.
How's that?
Good. Okay, ready to put it all together to music?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms. Big arms. Shoulder shimmies. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Deep breath. Back. Alexi, how's it feeling?
How do I feel? Oh, man. Wow.
We need one more thing in this dance. Ready, Alexi? We need an ending pose.
Okay, let's do that ending pose.
So my ending pose is typically like this, right? Like this.
Big smile, yeah.
Or like this.
Yeah.
Alexi, what's your ending pose gonna be? I love it.
All right.
I'm going to say that was awesome. Okay.
Jennifer,
That was one of my favorite,
I really feel like you would help me out with my negative body image, because like I feel like I want me. Okay, I want me.
So let me tell you something else. I'm going to tell you something that's impressive, Jennifer.
Okay.
When this thing started, right? Alexi was kind of, he was.
I was a mess, dude. I was a mess.
Egging it. He was tongue in cheek, and he was just like, "Oh, I'm just going to be this bro. I'm going to do this thing." But what ended up happening was he started taking it seriously, and he ended up getting a little bit of a workout.
A little sweat.
A little bit, yeah. Also, Jennifer, I believe in the dignity of the teacher. Like, if I'm a mess, but I respect you, that's what this bit is all about. Like, you are a real person.
Yes.
I am not a real person.
You are, and you have a beautiful, amazing body. And that's one of the really great things about just dancing and feeling yourself and being cool with your body wherever it is at this point in time, which a lot of us are just eating in this isolation. It's cool. It's all good. Your body can move.
This is my winter body.
Me too.
Yeah, but the problem, it's winter 1996. All right,
we're bringing it back.
Take me out, Dave. And
I'm going back to the bear thing. Let's take Alexi out. Let him regroup. Let him get some water.
Alexi.
I tell you what, Jen, that was amazing. I mean, you need to. I think hopefully this got you over the hump, and you can start teaching streaming classes to people. So, how can people get at you? How can people reach you if they want to take a streaming class, or when this whole Corona cloud is lifted, hopefully soon? Where can somebody look you up?
So I would say the two best places to find me are Instagram at Jemina Dancer, and it's JEMEENA Dancer, or my website, which is JeminaBellyDance.com. When we start doing web classes or virtual or streaming classes, we're going to probably start this weekend. So Sunday's my usual class day at 1 o'clock. So I'd like to keep it then. And I will be posting all of the information on there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're a total pro. It's awesome.
Thanks for doing this.
So much. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon. Anybody who's just joining us, that was an amazing moment. It was classic. That was like That was like Lucille Ball eating the chocolates. That's going to define our show. Anyway, if you're just joining us, I'm just going to put out another call here. Please send a tip to these performers, these artists, these teachers that are coming on the show here. We've got a Venmo account. You can hit us up there. It's streaming along below us. We're Alone Together streaming Pittsburgh. We're Alone Together Pittsburgh. Together PGH is our website. You can Venmo at Together PGH. Give whatever you can. If it's $1, if it's $5, whatever. Just keep this thing going, and we'll keep the show going, and we'll try to keep more people coming on. Yeah, it's been going. This show has been going okay. We worked out some kinks, and we're here right now. So I want to wind down the show here. We might have gone over our 1 hour mark, but I want to bring out Andrew Swackhammer again. Andrew, are you with us? Are you in the queue? Are you here for us? Well, while we're waiting for Andrew to come back, if he's not back, he's already left an indelible impression on us. I'm hearing different things. I've got my daughter running around in the other room here behind me. It's just like it's a funny thing. I'm actually sitting in a corner talking to you guys. But there's a lot going on right now. And if you've got anything you want to talk about, chime in with us, hit us up. Hey, Pete, what are you doing here, buddy?
So slight technical issue. We're getting Andrew booted back up. We just, just need a second. Stretching here. I'm stretching.
Pete Spinda. I'm happy to stretch. It'll go here. Well, especially with you here, my friend. You know who should have stretched was Alexi before the last segment.
He's going to be sore tomorrow.
He's going to be sore tomorrow. That's probably the best workout that he's had. I mean, but anyway, what we're doing here, we've got Andrew here with us, Pete. We are busting through things. We are breaking
through. Look at that.
Blaster.
Good memories.
Bust this curve. We are going to do this together. Pete, we'll see you in a little bit. We'll chime in with you. We'll chat at the end. Andrew, my friend, my
What's
brother.
Up? Alexi's cute.
I thought you'd think so.
Sign me up.
All right, you got it. All right.
I need an exercise anyway. I'm gonna hook up them belly dancer lessons. Get all my roommates together. That sounds fun.
I think it's time. It's
time.
Well, I tell you what. You've probably just been sitting back watching the show in the meantime.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, it's good. Good. Tell all your friends.
So happy I know this exists.
Well, there you go. Because we're alone together.
We're alone and we're together.
This is the way to do it.
It's got to be that way. And thank you for spreading the love through Pittsburgh and the world. You guys are doing a great thing here.
Yeah, well, thank you for helping us out here, and we're gonna have you back to teach a ukulele class to Alexi.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I figure you'd have one more song for us. What are you thinking?
I think that's a great idea. I have an album coming out with my band Starboard and the Phoenix, and this is going to be one of the songs, minus like 12 instruments.
Right.
But
well,
the
hey,
ukulele is in it. So
this is Starboard and the Phoenix unplugged.
Starboard and the Phoenix super unplugged. Yes, my co-singer Courtney Bassett would normally be standing right here.
Maybe we'll have you guys both back and see if you guys from alternate locations can harmonize.
That would be a terrific experiment, and I'm on board. Let's do it.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon. Well, anyway, this won't be the last time you see Mr. Swackhammer, but it will be the last time this evening. I'm gonna give you the stage, sir.
Sounds good to me. I also wanted to say that I have a show on Sundays that happens. It's called Show and Tell. Sorry, just a second. We host 2 featured guests, and they're singer-songwriters or poets or comedians. And this usually happens at Ukut, which is Astoria's only ukulele store. So that happens at 7 p.m. on Sundays. But now we're doing it right from this bedroom, and we're live streaming that on Instagram. And you can follow us on Instagram at Showy and Telly if you want to watch that show. So yeah, just follow my stuff. I'll be posting it on Instagram. But this song is called Good Vibes, trying to spread some love and light into your lives while all of this madness is going on. So I hope the best for you all, and enjoy some good vibes here. When I wake up, I feel the sun rays through the window panes. I hear the wind chimes chime out their rhymes. And while the breeze blows by, I'm feeling good vibes today. Today. When you wake up, what do you hear? Do you hear the song or hear the birds sing? Tweedledee-dee. Even the birds hope you are feeling good vibes today. Today. The sunny skies keep bringing those tears to my eyes, and I am wiping away all of the lies, just so that you know there's no place I would rather go than deeper and deeper into the glance of your eyes. When you wake up, what do you hear? Do you hear this song or hear the birds sing? Tweedledee-dee-dee, tweedledee-dee-dee, tweet, 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 tweedledee. Even the birds hope you are feeling the vibes today. Today.
My man, Andrew, you are beautiful, man. You are so talented. I am almost pissed off at the amount of talent you have in your person.
Dude.
Aw,
Oh, man.
Why not me?
Alexei.
Hey,
You're
listen.
my new love, man.
Hey, listen. Look at these blue eyes. Okay, the only thing keeping us together. The only thing keeping us apart is fear of death. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about metaphorically. I'm talking about me and this kid who's got the voice of a goddamn angel.
Thank you, Alexei. You got the dance moves of an angel.
And you're shredding, and you're singing, and since you're into me, you're my new favorite person. You just went from I don't know this guy to top.
Oh, freaking Alexei, you're dope.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, Andrew, we're gonna. Hey, look. First of all, we're gonna have Andrew back.
We gotta have Andrew back,
baby.
Teach you
baby.
Ruth.
Andrew.
Man.
Alexei, dude.
Look, I can do the shoulder thing.
That's good. Well, he's got his notes in. Well, hey, this has been a hell of a show. I want to thank everybody who's came on, from Jake Goodman,
yeah, dude,
everybody else, Sep Jess from Spirits and Tales, across the board here. Thank you for joining us, Andrew. You can hang with us for a minute if you want.
Oh, I'm loving it. Keep me on.
Back. Maybe we'll have you maybe some nights as a house band. How would you
house band whenever you want?
Yeah, bro. You got my vote, bro.
I'm gonna write you a wash your hands from Bubble Bath music video.
I can't wait. And
I'm very excited. We will. So many bath toys that people need to see.
We will tease the hell out of that.
Dude, I just became an honorary drag daughter, and my drag name is Bear Tina.
Bear Tina.
Schwa de V gave him that. Andrew, you know
Schwa de V. Oh, of course she did.
I took a makeup lesson from her. I wanted it to be carte blanche, but she named me Bear Tina.
Well, Bear Tina is.
Thank everybody real quick. One of our sponsors, Quantum Spirits. If this thing's over, we can get that for you. Thank you all very much, Andrew. We will have you back soon. And
thanks, dude.
We're going to throw to somebody that I want you to stick around to watch. What we're trying to do here is also lift everybody's spirits, right? This is what the goal is. We're trying to give you some information. We're trying to give some tips. We're trying to give you some facts when they come down the line. We might break some news, but that's not what we're here for. We're trying to bring community together. And so, like Andrew, hopefully he shined a light into your day.
It's working.
But coming up next, we have somebody else who's also a ukulele player. A little piece that was sent to us, pre-recorded.
Yeah, stick around, Andrew. You stay right here.
That I want to share with you, and I'd like her to go full screen, and then we kind of come back afterwards. But Honore was a light in the dark. Oh my God.
Amazing.
I tell you what, man, there's good out there, man. It's scary out there, but we got to remember who we are. There is good out there.
Pete,
you light in this darkness.
Pete, you know more about this video than I do.
Yeah,
because we're moving so fast. Can you just tell our viewers? Hey, we got permission for that from the mom, right?
We did get permission, yes, from Julie and Art. Thank you.
As a dad, I just got to say that to the other parents out there. Tell us a little bit about what we just saw. We know it was amazing and magic, but fill us in.
Honore is just this beautiful little girl that my wife nannies sometimes, and they sent us a video last week, and we saw it, and it just really brightened our day. And we thought we would share it with everyone because, I think we all use something to bring up our spirits a little bit.
Good.
She's brilliant. I love that little girl. So
well, that was amazing. So I think there's no better way to end the show than that, right?
Yeah,
right.
Well, thank you guys. We're gonna be back live here tomorrow at 7:00. We've got a great list of artists coming in. Mark Masterson, the artistic director of City Theater, is going to be joining us. Lex, you got something for me, Pete?
No, I'm pointing at Pete.
We got Josh and Gab coming in. They're going to do a couple songs for us, and we're talking with Casa Brazil, Tim and Kayla from there to come in and talk about their restaurant and how they've kind of modified and adapted to the situation. And I think we're still working on a couple other guests. Maybe.
Are we still working on a couple other what we would call internally data guests with expert content?
We've got some tricks up our sleeves.
We can't break that right now, though, right, guys?
No.
Yeah.
You got to tune in tomorrow. But
Oh,
remember,
yeah, no, we don't want to break that right now. We don't want to break that right now.
I love pierogi. That's all you got to know. Well,
Hey.
anyway, hey, thank you guys for watching tonight. We're gonna roll the closing credits.
Yes.
And
Don't
we'll be
forget
back tomorrow at 7:00. Thank you to our sponsors. Wow, from the bottle, Pete.
Oh, wow, Pete, from the fucking bottle. And don't forget to smash that Venmo button. Smash that Venmo button.
Give a couple bucks. I mean, just from what you just saw from Swag.
Because we're working on the show now 7 days a week, 15 hours a day, and we're also highlighting. Yeah, that's actually fucking true. I posted my social media time and my phone screen. The iPhone has a little how long you been on your phone. It's whack how much I'm on my phone, man.
Okay, well, I tell you what. Let's talk about it offline. Let's wrap it up. Let's roll the closing credits.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Wash your hands. Take care of yourselves and everyone.
I didn't know I was in. I was looking at a different screen. What am I promoting? Tomorrow's show? What am I doing? What are you doing? What's going on? This isn't supposed to be me. Bye. Thanks. You're not supposed to see this. Yeah, the show's over. See you tomorrow, 7:00. Go home. No, stay home. Stay home. Stay home. Tune in. Stream Pittsburgh.